show off another build that'll be available tonight. Wanted to add more and more variety as I could, because new space, wanting to get some stuff kind of brought back into the mix, and add some additional variety. So I went back to some of the original screen printed Porsche styles that I did, and I only did a couple. I think I only did one red initially. So wanted to jump back in there and add some red and yellow. So we've got our screen printed Porsche style. I did a skeletonized black and red handset with an orange seconds hand to kind of tie everything back in. This one is on a custom Italian leather that was made specifically for the style. We did the 65 to match the hood logo, or it's not a logo, hood numbering. Then I did this on a 160 case, brushed case, small coin with a resin-filled minute insert. Has a really nice red look to it, depending on which direction you're looking at, but the raised area is always going to be kind of highlighted in a brighter red, and then down the sides will be a darker red. So kind of ties in everything nicely. Milled crown, milled and custom Porsche engraved caseback, and then I grabbed one of those super fancy etched and epoxy filled preview buckles. I'm sure there's a better word for what this is. It's like some cool like filigree on there. But that's this build. You're gonna love this strap. This strap is awesome. So bezel on this will turn left, it'll turn right. These are a tension ring bezel. They do not click. Automatic mechanical. As you're moving, the rotor in the back is moving too and keeping your watch wound. But before you put it on and set it, make sure you give it a little bit of wind to make sure that that mixed with your movement will keep you active, or, keep the watch active throughout the day. So back the crown off the threads until you hear it and feel it clicking, and at that point you can wind. And a wind is a turn clockwise as you're looking at it, or away from you. Turning it toward you does not wind it, but I wind like this to make sure I am keeping the proper tension. So if I start to thread it on, I can kind of pull it back off if I'm a little too far and it's not doing it. So it kind of helps me keep the feel for it. You're good with your winding. 4 or 5 seconds of that mixed with your movement will keep your time throughout the day easy. If you do it for another 4 or 5 seconds, you're going to max out your 31-hour plus power reserve on it, which is closer to like 34, 35. But when you're happy with your winding, you're going to pull it to the one and only click, and you can now set your time. Does not have a hacking movement, so that will keep ticking. You'll also notice you got a little bit of play here. That is a wobble crown. That deflects lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement, so when you're pushing and prying on it, you're not putting any pressure on the keyless works. Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it? 4:54 p.m. Push this over. Screw it down. That is the build. As with every build, you're going to get matching beads. It's also going to come in a Porsche logo super heavy slider box with an Atlas pillow inside. It's going to come with a few things. Watch cleaner to keep that case perfectly crisp. Non-streaky, non-toxic, non-residue, as well as a microfiber. So that's good on everything here. Also going to get leather conditioner, though you'll probably never ever need it for this leather strap. Apply it with a rag or something like that. Don't use one of your microfibers. Apply it on the front and back, let it soak in, remove any excess. I kind of just let it sit though. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is Novus 2 from Amazon, just repackaged. This is like poly watch. It's for your acrylic glass because you can't scratch it. But if you do, you'll put a tiny bit of this on it and you'll buff it out with your color matching microfiber. If the scratch is up and down, just go left and right over the scratch, filling the scratch. Buff it, kind of generate some heat with your thumb, and polish it out. And it will go away. If it does not go away, let that solidify a little bit and go back to it. You are essentially just building up what you scratched out of there. So normally you'll do it the first time, but if that doesn't work, just let that solidify and harden before you try and add more to it. Otherwise you're just going to work itself out of there, kind of like if you're messing with drywall mud. But that is the build. If it's going to you, congrats. I think this thing came out pretty freaking phenomenal. And if you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. If you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe as I put them up all the time. Thanks, guys.